Welcome to Saving the Investor TV show, and do we have a treat for you today? Many of you have heard of the Shark Tank. Well, we're going to do our own rendition of the Shark Tank. It's going to be called the Wolf Den, and I am going to be one of the wolves to be a possible investor for Fort Myers High School students. So they are going to show their products and show their invention, show their entrepreneurship, and there's going to be about 5 of us that are going to be there guiding them and seeing if we're going to invest. This is a show you don't want to miss because, we are giving back to the community and the kids are our future. So we are here to help them, and we look forward to this show.
Thank you, Mr. Tounjin. This is Ed Matthews, proud principal of South Fort Myers High School. I am honored to be able to be a part of this amazing opportunity for our students, our school, and more importantly, our community. What we're doing today, and more importantly, what you are leading with our fellow investors, is showing our students what it means to lead our community into the 21st century. Thank you for your generosity, thank you for your leadership, and good luck, kids. Have a powerful Wolfpack Day.
Welcome to the Wolf Den, where South Fort Myers students will pitch their business ideas to real investors. Who are the Wolves? Some of Southwest Florida's most successful and influential entrepreneurs. They're excited to invest in the future of our community. Jennifer White is the founder and CEO of Fort Myers Brewing Company. In just 8 years, they've increased their brewing capacity by 600%. John EGEZIO has been in automotive sales for over 20 years. Since taking over Fort Myers Infiniti last year, they have the highest customer satisfaction rate in the country and have increased sales by over 260%. Bill DAUBMANN is the founder and president of MyShower Door and D3 Glass. His companies combined employ over 130 Southwest Floridians, and they were once named Manufacturer of the Year. ALFIE TOUNJIAN is the founder and president of Advantage Retirement Group. On the side, he's a media mogul as an author and the host of hit talk radio show and TV show Saving the Investor. Jared STRESEN-REUTER is the owner and founder of Divine Digital Agency. In just 4 years of operation, they've helped design over 50 apps for local business owners. Everyone stand by in 5, 4, 3, 2. Leading off for Team South in the Wolf Den is a student who's looking to make money doing a job that most people prefer not to.
Hello, my name is TATIANA Joseph, and I am the CEO and founder of TNTCleaning. I am a junior at South Fort Myers High School. TNT stands for Top Notch Trust. From the age of 7 was the first time I was handed a broom to clean, and that was by my parents. And just the feeling of accomplishment from seeing like a house well decorated, seeing it clean, made me feel a sense of pride, achievement. So I wanted to start this business so that other people can enjoy seeing a house clean. I think a lot of people don't like cleaning, and I would say deep down, for me, cleaning is kind of like relaxing. When you're enjoying yourself, you have music playing, and then you're just cleaning and making things look really nice and pretty, it makes me feel good. I'm nervous because what if I don't succeed, What if they don't see my passion and then eventually they just put their money into another business? So me, presenting my idea to them is kind of intimidating. Good morning, Wolf Den. My name is TATIANA Joseph, and I'm the CEO/founder of TNTCleaning. On your desk, you'll find a manila folder with copies of my slide presentation so you can all follow through. TNT stands for Top Notch Trust. The purpose of the acronym is for the build of confidence between my business and our customers. Our slogan is an explosive clean with sheen. Through our outstanding work, we provide a sense of satisfaction to our clients. My business is a house cleaning service. We provide services from cleaning rooms to kitchens, whatever it is, we can do it for you guys. In modern society, we live at the speed of light. Our society has moved so fast, we don't have time to clean. And maybe sometimes we don't even enjoy cleaning. That's where TNT Cleaning steps in, and we do the job for you. I am asking for an investment of $3,000 in exchange for 20% of my company. You should invest in me because 1, I am a student. I'm a young, enterprising Black woman. And with your help, my dream will become a reality. 2, my business will open up more jobs for students who are hardworking, who are responsible, and I will inspire them to do the same. TNT will blow up your house cleaning. Do you guys have any questions?
Tatiana, you did a great job from exploding out of the box, really showing that you've got some out-of-the-box thinking. Very well. First question I have is, in your packages, and you're talking about square footage, it doesn't show anything about commercial projects. So are you doing commercial or only residential?
Only residential. I think over time, we will expand into commercial.
Tatiana, you showed your pricing and you showed your competition. Are you familiar with your pricing in comparison to your competition?
Mine is more expensive, but the reason why it's more expensive because I know that we're gonna do a better job.
One of the things that I look at is there's too many packages. I just feel like you're doing real good cleaning on everything, and they're getting top-notch on every time you go in there. Instead of piecemealing it, I think it's, you know, it'd be better to maybe, and that's open to discussion here too.
Yeah, I think she would look at that and look for feedback from us, and that's a really good point. What it's included in those packages, and I think you're going to fine tune it. We all do. We all make adjustments to our business as we get going, right?
Right.
It's a very valid point you make, Alfie.
Yeah, Tatiana, I respect anybody that's willing to clean. I'm not a big cleaning person myself, that's why I got married. But
So
wife won't watch this. For me, I think you're fantastic. I think anybody that's willing to clean is fantastic. I think you've got some work to do, but for me, I don't think I'm interested in investing at this time. However, I look forward to being one of your first initial customers on the residential side, and I'll be the first one lined up for the commercial side as well.
All right, thank you. Yes.
How much experience do you have in this field? Are you doing any residential places right now?
You know, growing up, my mother always taught us, you know, pick up after yourself. You have to clean, make sure the household stays presentable.
I struggle a little bit because I really like you, and the first rule of investing, especially in this situation, is to invest in people that you know are extremely hard workers and just good people. And I had the privilege of mentoring Tatiana, and I just want everyone to know that we had calls over her spring break. And I think that that speaks to who Tatiana is as a person and how dedicated she is to this business and to becoming a business person. I struggle a little bit because I'm not passionate about house cleaning. One of the other big rules of investing is to invest in something that you're passionate about. I'm very interested in investing in you, but I'm not sure that this is the right business for me. And if there were anyone interested in working together to invest in you, I would be interested in that.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, a few minutes ago, you mentioned how your mother taught you always pick up. She should be very proud of you. You did a great job.
Thank you.
absolutely, you're a go-getter from the start, jumping out of that box. There is, with this business model, I don't think it's at the point where it needs to be, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be, a year from now. I will help you out in some way.
Thank you.
I would offer my mentoring services, but I think you've got a key mentor right here. I wouldn't step on Jen's feet for any reason, but I back up both what Alfie and John say. This needs to be nurtured, but you're on the right track for sure.
Hey Tatiana, we've all talked and we thought your presentation was excellent. You are going to make a really strong business person. And with that, we are prepared to offer you $500, and Jared over here is going to build you a website so that you can get your business started. And so the $500 is a scholarship. It's not for a portion of your business. It's just so you can get things off the ground and keep moving. And like all of us said, if you get into the commercial world, we'd be happy to to have you come into our businesses and clean our businesses.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, TATIANA. Great job.
Thank
Good
you.
job. Congratulations.
Next into the den is a young lady who wants to turn a family tradition into a for-profit business with the help of the Wolves.
Hi, my name is Anna Daly. I'm a junior at South Fort Myers High School, and my business is Florida Breeze candles. This is something that interests me because I already have like a bit of experience with it. My mom had a candle business in Michigan called Northern Lights. I think it's really great because we're very close, so we get along really well, and having her pass down something to me that I can make into a business, that's even better. And I love being able to make something and like be able to hold it and like sell it. I'm really into that kind of stuff. I don't know, it's just I always wanted to be an entrepreneur and a business owner. Above all, I want the experience. I want the experience of going in there and being able to talk in front of all these people, and I'm hoping to get an investor out of it so I can start this business because I want to do it one way or another. I think it's an incredible thing to, like, even if it's an experience and it just doesn't work out, but I think it's a really good thing. I think it's amazing that they're doing it. It makes a great opportunity in all different situations. Hello, Wolves. My name is Anna Daly. I moved here recently from Michigan with my mother, sister, and personal belongings. We had to leave a lot behind, but the hardest to part with is, of course, our family. Keeping our family close is a big priority to us and many other people, especially during these times. That's one of our driving reasons for creating this business. Florida Breeze candles capture the best tropical and berry scent and fills your whole room with this long-lasting, sweet smell, which makes it the perfect gift for anyone, including yourself. My mother and I have had this business planned and ready for so long, but the one thing we're missing is funding, and that's why I'm here seeking $3,000 for 20% of my company, Florida Breeze. $3,000 will cover all startup costs and give us a little bit of wiggle room. And manufacturing one candle is $2 to start. This price can go down. And we will sell this candle for $14.99, sold directly by us. Who wants to bring people and families closer by investing in us and giving the gift of Florida?
Fantastic. You did a really great job talking about the costs and everything. Do you mind going back a couple of slides to your breakdown of your numbers and financials? Mm-hmm. Okay, and can you provide a little bit more clarity here on some of these numbers that we see?
All of this is to make 1,000 candles, which is going to be our first batch to get us started. This covers all the 1,000 candles. These are one-time purchases. The wax melter and pouring pots, we could get them cheap. We won't have to buy them, they'll last us years. And we have this all ready to go. We are looking at brands, we are looking at everything to get us going.
Great, and I see here you have samples for us.
Yes.
Fantastic, I appreciate, I love the sticker on the front.
Thank you.
Florida in a jar, right?
Yes.
Now, where do you get these jars? How do you provide these?
Those aren't made directly by us, they're just demonstrations. That's why I'm here, so we can make our own. But the jars, we're gonna have similar jars to that. And the only difference is ours might have like a little rim at the top. It's gonna be like just slightly different. And we're gonna buy all the supplies online, and then we already have a place to start working on it. We're just missing the materials to do so.
Where are you going to sell them?
We would like to sell them directly by us at art fairs, schools. Like, we'd like to do fundraising sort of things where we could give back to the community that gave us this amazing opportunity to make this business. And I would eventually like to get into like small locally owned businesses that could like sell our candles as well. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Do you know what the price point would be if you sold, say, a case of candles to another local business? Do you know what the price, the wholesale price would be?
We're selling to them $8 per candle in a 12 case. So that would be $96 a case. We did have to drop the price to sell to other to retailers, but I would love to get a mentor and help work this out so I could learn more about it so I know what to do, what to look for, and like good, fair pricing and all that stuff.
And then your suggested retail is $14.99.
Yes, directed by us.
So Emma, if I'm a business and I've got 100 and something employees and we want to give them out as a holiday gift or something and I need to order them in advance, how long would it take you to make a few cases?
This is how I based it all. 1,000 candles takes a month to make, and we could sell all those 1,000 for around 2 months to sell them, but it's all experience-based. I'd like to get the business started so I know what I'm doing, and I want to see if I could cut times on that and get good at selling what I sell.
So how can we scale this? If I was to get involved and we want to scale them, how can you make more candles in a short period of time?
For starters, that's one of our secret little techniques to making our candles better than the others, is we like to do them in smaller batches, which can be time consuming, but it makes the smell better. But we can work with that. We can get, once I know what I'm doing when I'm pouring the candles, and once I learn the ins and outs of everything about the business, I think we can shorten the process, cut the times, and even start doing bigger batches instead of small poured candles.
What scent is this? This is beautiful.
It was originally called Fun in the Sun. It's like supposed to bring back all the good memories of summer days, being with your family, family vacations, all that good stuff. Because that's what I missed most about being in Michigan, is being able to come down here in Florida. We always visited, and I have so many good memories attached to the beaches and all that kind of stuff, and I want to bring that into my candles so they make great gifts for anyone.
Have you thought of businesses with their logos on there to give them for, gifts? And I like that.
Yes.
Do you have any other scents or flavors other than this one, or can you make other scents and flavors?
We could. To start, I would like to stick with the one so we get familiar, and then eventually I would like to get into other scents, like the big popular ones, vanilla, coconut.
Great. So look, you're asking for $3,000 for 20% of your business. So that, with some rough math, looks like you're putting a valuation on your business of $15,000.
Yes, sir.
Where do you see your business in 2 years or 3 years?
2 years or 3 years, I would like to have multiple scents. I would like to be in some stores, either locally owned or some sort of even gift shop sort of things. Move from more local to even whatever I could fill in.
We host a night market once every couple months, and I would love to invite you out to sell your candles.
That'd be an amazing opportunity.
Well, hey guys, I'm gonna get it started then. Anna, I love candles. As soon as I get home, the first thing I do, my wife makes fun of me, I flick on a candle in the house.
Oh yeah.
Just sets the mood, right?
Exactly.
While she's cleaning?
I know, sorry, honey, I love you. I love Florida, and you've got Florida all over this, and I love the way you're thinking, right? You've said $3,000 for 20%, and I'm doing the math, I'm a numbers guy, right? So that gets you to a $15,000 valuation, and I'm like, oh, how did she come up with that? And then I did the math. I said, well, if she has 1,000 candles, and she's gonna sell them for $15 a piece, that first batch is worth $15,000, and that checked out to me, and I love that. So I'm willing to invest. I'll do the $3,000 investment, but I'm thinking I'm gonna look for 30% because I'm passionate about it, and I wanna be part of this with you as well, and I think that makes it a little bit more fun in case anybody else wants to try and get involved.
I'll jump in with you. I'm not a candle guy. I don't like candles when I get home, but I do like the way they smell. I'll go in with you, but I don't really want to. I don't want to have anything to do with it. You can do all the work since you're sewing the candles.
Okay.
But I like that. I'll do half and half with you.
I don't know, we'll have to think about it right now. We'll have to see what else anybody else wants to get involved, because opening up saying you're not into candles, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I want the passion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I want you to match me and Anna's passion.
Well, I like the part that you said this is your mom's. She did the business. You're doing the business. It's something that you guys can do for your family. I'm more investing in you and the one to create something for your family, because that's what I always think about. I think about how can I help the next 5 generations of my family.
Exactly.
So when you said that, that clicked with me.
Yes, I really want to give back to her because she owned a candle business, but to have me, she had to drop it. So I want to give back to her. She said she still loves candles. It gave her a purpose, and I'm looking for that exact same purpose.
So Jared, if you're open, and John, if you're open, I'd go in a third if you want, or we can discuss divvying up, but we're interested in that as well.
That's very good to hear. Thank you so much.
So I think we could make a little a candle team here. I think we've got 3 of us. I think the offer then would be $1,000 a piece from us. And are we looking for 10% each then if you're gonna get 3 wolves involved? Anna, is that something that you'd be willing to accept?
I would. I think 10% each would be great to have 3 wolves involved.
Awesome, fantastic. Well, I think we got a deal then.
We're in.
All right, thanks, Anna.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next into the den is an entrepreneur whose food packs a punch, and he believes it can turn a profit.
Hi, my name is Tyler DIGBY. I'm a junior at South Fort Myers High School, and I am the founder of Youngin's Kickin Chicken food truck. I always wanted to do southern, like Cajun chicken, and it's usually spicy, so like Kickin. And just the fact that it's run by students, so we wanted to kind of involve that in the name, so that's why we put Youngin. I've been learning how to cook for years. Like my parents have been teaching me how to do different stuff and different recipes and all that. I learned from my dad, and then I'll cook for my mom. I just enjoy it, like just a nice home cooked meal. I just hope that they can find it in themselves to trust me with their money, so.
Good morning, Wolves. My name is Tyler DIGBY, and I'm asking for $5,000 for 20% of my company. I'm a 16-year-old junior with the dream of one day leading my own chain of restaurants. I have a passion for cooking. I've been doing it since a very young age. I've been cooking for family and friends, learning new techniques, new recipes, everything. And hopefully, with a little bit of your money, you can help me share my passion with Fort Myers through Youngin's Kickin Chicken, an authentic Cajun chicken food truck. We bring our chicken straight from the bayou. I have a lot of Louisiana blood in me. I got the little special techniques you need to just make that chicken pop with special spices, secret recipes, family traditions, anything you need. Youngin's Kickin Chicken is a great food truck for me because it's chicken based. Everything in our menu is something to do with chicken. It's very easy to prepare, it's very easy to cook, it's very easy to serve. People love it. It's the #1 soul food in America. I, as a chef, think quality is the #1 thing while cooking. I would never serve somebody a piece of meat or something that I don't think is perfect or to my need. That's why anything that leaves my truck will be to the highest standard, to my personal standard, and to the customer standard. We will also be located for our first few test runs at Fort Myers Brewery, run by Mr. WHYTE, who also hopefully will be donating the food truck to us. Think about it, you're in Florida. How many Cajun chicken places have you seen? Very slim to none. That's why people are gonna want my chicken. It's the best and one of the few. Also, it's run by students. Can you think of the last time a teenager served you a quality meal? No? Yeah. That's what I want my customers to think. You know, remember that time that 17-year-old gave us really good chicken at Fort Myers Brewery? You know, we should go back there next Saturday. That sounds like a good plan. Here's the cost of my products I've gotten from Wicked Streetery. This is what he usually says about the general cost. Chicken is an amazing thing to have on your menu because to prepare it, you need flour, chicken, and eggs. And your special spices, which, as a chef, I can't reveal my secret. We also are gonna have about 4 sides, along with 4 other things on our menu. We have our main Kickin Chicken basket. This also comes with 2 sides. We have Shell's Chicken Sandwich, named after Mr. Shell, who put this all together. And everybody loves a chicken sandwich. Chick-fil-A, Popeyes. What is their staple food? A chicken sandwich. You all live in Florida, you know Publix. You know their sub. It's delicious. I'm gonna make a better one. But you have to be unique. You can't copy everybody else. Chicken and waffle sliders. Sounds delicious. A little maple syrup, maybe some of our special sauce. Also, everything on our menu, customers request, can be grilled instead of fried. If they're trying to, you know, cut some calories. Every single business needs way to promote. Anything that I can put my brand's name on, I'm gonna put it on. I want people to know where my food truck is and what it is. The last thing is food trucks. You wanna be stocked with the perfect amount of food. You don't want too little to where you're leaving 2 hours early without selling out or without being there for the rest of the shift. And you don't want to have excess food that you just have to throw away at the end of the shift. But once we kind of get into the swing of things, we'll be able to buy the perfect amount of food so we're not having too much and not having too little. Any questions?
Great job. I enjoyed it.
I hope you brought some samples for us, right? We're all hungry now. Don't give us a tease. I'm sure you've got some of your chicken here for us to taste.
I do not.
Couldn't bring food into this room.
Yeah,
that's a good answer.
Where do you get these recipes at?
I have Louisiana blood on my father's side. All of them true Cajun recipes for generations back.
Tyler, where do you plan on getting your chicken? You came after the Publix chicken tender sub and said that you'd make something better. So you can't get your chicken from Publix now. So where do you plan on getting your chicken from?
Restaurant Depot would probably be the main one, or just other, maybe Walmart. I like to buy quality meat myself. I don't care if it costs a little bit extra. I feel like if the food's good enough, they're gonna come back.
To build your menu for 100 people, what's the cost? What's your cost of goods, your cost of all the food product?
I haven't been into a kitchen suited enough to cook like I would cook in the food truck. So I'm not sure about how much product I would be using. I know on chicken it would be about around $300.
How would you find your locations, and how many days do you think you would take the truck out for how many hours at a time?
So I would try to take the truck out as much as possible, if not every day to every other day. Finding locations is quite simple. Facebook, you can look on events, find different things going on around the town. Or if you can get the permits, you can just park on a decently good street for customers.
Tyler, you're asking for $5,000 for 20%. So far, the cost that I see involved that you've presented to us today was around $1,500 for equipment, and we say maybe $300 for the initial food batch for your first event. That's about $2,000 or so. Where's the rest of the money going?
$3,000 is going to go towards the initial truck, just making it, customizing it to my liking. And then the other $2,000 is going to go to supplying goods for the first month or two of operation.
Based on your math, how much profits can this truck make a month?
Profits are going to vary for the first about 6 months, because I'm going to have to go through about a 2-month test stage. It's going to be seeing where I can bring in the most customers, what items are going to bring in the most customers, but I'm expecting about a $30,000 income every month or so once it's up and running.
So if you say 30,000 as far as revenue, right? 30,000 in sales, what do you think your profit will be at the end of that? Not counting any salary that you take for yourself or anything, but just after your cost of goods sold and your expenses are paid, what do you think your profit will be?
I would say about 5,000, which is enough for me, I'm a minor, so I can rely on my parents, so I'm not looking to take any money for myself. I would like to put it into another truck.
I think it's smart to be planning to bring on a second truck. Would the second truck be the same concept?
It would be the same concept, but bigger. So, it's a trailer right now. I would like to buy an actual truck because that gives me so much more kitchen space to add more add more items on my menu.
Tyler, I got to interject here. You and I have never met other than I was starting to mentor you back around Christmas time.
Yeah.
And we had some conversations. At that time, you didn't even know what you wanted to do. And I suggested that you go around town looking at other businesses to see what really excited you. I'm blown away what you've done today. You came back prepared. You know what you want to do. You have a passion in what you want to do. And I don't know about anybody else, but I want to be involved in this. I just feel the passion. I feel the excitement. I wish you had the samples, but that's all right. But I think you've got a really, really good concept. I'd like to be in on it.
Thank you.
I think that there's a way to test your concept without a $5,000 investment, and I would be interested in helping you do that. So I'd be interested in helping you test your concept so that you can hone in better on what it's going to cost to actually start your own food truck.
Oh, I think it's a win-win. I like food so much, I'd probably eat a lot of my profits. That's the only problem.
John?
I definitely like the concept. I could be a big help on doing lunches on Saturdays for all the employees. I think it'd be easier if we had some chicken to taste.
My decision would have been a lot easier for sure. Hey, Tyler, for me, I'm a big numbers guy, so the numbers always have to check out for me. I like the concept. I love your passion. Bill's spot on. You can feel it as you're talking about it. My concern here is that the ask was just too much. Thinking that it's going to be profitable in 1 to 2 months, plan for 3 times that length, at least. And that's just how it is for any business. I wrote a business plan and it took 3 times as long to become profitable than you usually expect. So for me, for the numbers and the ask just being too high, for those reasons, I'm out.
There's a lot of growth potential there. You can add trucks, and that's just bigger, especially with this pandemic that we're all dealt with and dealing with. People are liking to eat outside, and these trucks are getting more popular. So, Bill, I wouldn't mind partner with you and Jen on something like this.
So we want to get you going, Tyler. I don't think we're going to give you that full offer, but I think we're all going to help with the proof of concept and get it going, and then we'll square up with you and figure out how it's all going to play out. But I think you've got a lot of interest here. Great job. Thanks.
Thanks, Tyler.
Thank you guys very much. I can't wait to go into further business with you and get the details squared away.
Next into the den is a young entrepreneur whose creative spirit is the driving force in her company.
Hi, my name is Daisy Maldonado. I'm a junior and I go to South Fort Myers High School, and my company's name is Kabuki Labs. I love Japanese culture and I love what they do. Kabuki is traditionally an actor or actresses. I was thinking, since actors use props, so why not do that? I encountered a video about somebody who did 3D printing, and I just thought, hey, that would be really cool. And as soon as I went inside that rabbit hole, I saw people making a hobby out of it and making a lot of money out of it. So I was like, why not? Talking to the investors, that's it. That's just the one thing that gets me nervous. Because I know what I am and I know what I'm capable of, but just seeing people, a bunch of people, I just sometimes get nervous. If you invest in Kabuki Labs, you invest in the future. Good afternoon, Wolves. My name is Daisy Maldonado. I am the CEO of Kabuki Labs. I'm asking for $5,876 for 12% of business/commissions. What Kabuki Lab is that we do customized products to your little kid, just making their dreams come true, making it for their dream bedroom, making them, or even for someone who's older, for their man cave, or at least anything in general, whatever they want, I can make it with them. So here are some product ideas that I have and made. If you guys want anything, I had a conversation with Miss Sealuck about it, and me and her had a great conversation for her kids. Her kids would always like cool ideas for their cups, their bowls, etc. And what I could do is make it for them that will last for generations and that wouldn't fall or break, get destroyed for what kids do. They like messes, they like breaking things, they like doing it. But with my products, they're very durable and they would last forever.
So those were made off the machine?
Yes.
Can you hold them up and show them?
Yeah. Is it okay if I can pass them around?
Ant-Man mask, if that's okay.
No, it's Star-Lord. These are just concept ideas of what I can make.
And do you own the printer?
Not yet, but with the money that you guys can give me, I can make this happen and make this real.
Whose printer did you use to print these?
I incorporated the help of my mentor, who is Bill DAUBMANN. He had the 3D printer. He helped me make my dreams and make these products for you guys.
Super cool.
Sorry, I gave you a little
That's
one.
what I get out of everything. I'm the biggest fan out of everybody, and I get this guy.
I'll send it down to you, Jay.
You want to hold the gauntlet? My target demographic is also as well as gamers, streamers, kids, and what I would also show for my businesses is that I would also like to help schools on creating their logo or making something cool. What I offered for Mr. Matthews was making his own Infiniti gauntlet, but with South Fort Myers decked out with it, and even have his name incorporated it, engraved it, just something that would be one of a kind, because I want people to be one of a kind, because that's what they are.
How do you find your customers with this?
I also asked around the school. A lot of staff are interested. They like the idea. They think it's very cool. They would be interested in buying a lot of stuff from me.
Have you sold anything yet?
No, not yet, because I don't have the physical machine, but once I do, I will make them anything that they want.
What's the cost to make something like this?
Something like those masks, the average cost is about $250 without the paint, and then it would be $400 with the paint, with the primer, and even with your LEDs.
So $400, and then what would you sell it for?
It costs me about like $200 to make it, but I'm selling it for like $530.
Now, who are your main customers? Like, who are the main people you're gonna sell? Is it festival goers? Is it performance arts theaters that need it for props for performances? Who's your main customer?
Theaters and as well as cosplayers that like to enjoy this partaking of, dressing up as their favorite character.
So Daisy, who's your main competitor right now? If somebody goes out and they want to do this, who would they be calling right now?
So far, when I was looking up my market research, there's nobody in Fort Myers that does this.
Some of the characters you have here, I'm sure, have licensing tied to it. So how do you work around licensing? Or are you creating your own specific characters? Well, I'm afraid you don't have a right to that favorite character. Somebody else does.
Yeah.
How are you going to sell that favorite character and bypass the licensing?
I would probably change it to different colors and try to moderate it where it's still part of my company, like I made it, but as well as still keep it to their favorite character.
And how do you envision mass producing these? Because these are made on a digital printer, so they're onesie twosies. Do you think if you got an order for 50 of these?
It's a possibility as well. Like if, for example, like Jen, you know how you own a brewery? I assume you use glass cups and stuff, and what I'm trying to do is use 3D printed cups so they will like be durable and not worry, not break, and you don't have to constantly just buy more. I can make you guys these items in bulk and make them for a really cheap price for you to have them for years and years and years and not worry about it getting old or anything.
Like tap handles, I imagine you could print a tap handle for us if you had the printer. I do also, however, worry about the trademarks. A trademark lawsuit is expensive.
Yeah.
And just changing colors, I don't know if that's a big enough difference. I think you could still run into using someone else's likeness to build your brand. That's a challenge.
I mean, I'll even try to modify the design as well, just to also try to avoid it the best I can. That's also why I'm trying to do custom made things for you.
Daisy, what I would recommend is use the licensing and trademarking to your advantage and come up with your own designs and be unique so no one will copy you. I don't like the idea of trying to just circumvent somebody else's licensing, but I think you're sharp enough to come up with, you make your own characters. That's something that would excite me better.
I mean, I have done that. I've actually made my own custom characters as well as, since for example, like mine's a Kabuki, and I made my own custom character and try to make her individual and try to make her unique.
I think that's your sweet spot, Daisy, when we're talking about like mass producing, or that's tough in the 3D model space because then you're competing against large manufacturers that are printing on a mass scale. I think your sweet spot is that super unique $1,000 price tag that you can really put your art, your vision, and everything behind it, and give them a product that's custom. That's where I see the direction of it going, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The price would have to, you would be able to charge that kind of money if it is a custom and it's your deal, and that's, I think, would be a better way to approach it. But I don't know enough about this, so I will help you in different ways, but I'm out of this one.
Yeah, I'd like to see you be the artist and know the CAD drawings and create these drawings, but if somebody wants custom painting, add the LEDs to it, make it movable, that's where you would come in and charge the upgrade. And I know the standard question that Jared asks on almost everybody, so you're asking for $5,876. What are you going to use it for?
Yeah, what I would use the money for is your traditional resins and an airbrush and some paints, and as well as the 3D printer.
Daisy, what's your passion? What's your ultimate goal with this? Like, do you see yourself being able to be the artist and an individual forever with this?
I'm thinking about eventually scaling, but I just need to get enough sales and stuff, get everything ready. But my main ultimate goal is to make everyone happy and just feel like they're part of their own world with my pieces.
I think that's fantastic, Daisy. I think you're fantastic. I think your presentation is great. Your pieces are awesome. It brings up like the kid in me seeing some of these masks and things out here. My concern that it's all in Daisy's basket. If I'm investing in Daisy because there's no real business around here. It's more of your vision, your ability to produce these custom art pieces. So for me, and for that reason, and it being so much just a one-stop show or a one-person show, for that reason, I'm sorry, I'm out.
This isn't my expertise at all. I can't run a CAD system. I can give it to people that do it, but this isn't anything that I think I can add to. I can't bring value to, and I wish I could, but I can't.
I would happily hire you for tap handles and maybe even for some creative work outside of something like that, but yeah, I don't know anything about this world. Sorry.
Same thing. I like the name. I like the idea. I like you. I just don't know how I can help. So for that reason, I'm out.
Daisy, I think financially we weren't able to make a deal today, but I think partnership-wise, I think you've got a lot of wolves here that are happy to help you along with anything that you need. Me, even on the website side, I think you need something digitally custom to allow somebody to submit an order to see your work on. So I'd be happy to help you with something like that in the near future to get your work out there and get the momentum going.
All right, thank you, Jared, for your help. Thank you, Wolves, for this amazing experience, and thank you for your time.
Good luck to you, Daisy.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Daisy.
Next into the den is a young man who wants to make financial literacy programs targeted at teenagers.
Hello, my name is Samuel Ballinger. I'm a senior at South Fort Myers High School, and my organization is GA Advising. GA Advising stands for Greatness Awaits, and it's a nonprofit startup that focuses on eliminating those early mistakes in our youth's financial life cycle. Both my parents took on unnecessary amounts of student loan during college, and I think it's important for students to make the best decisions financially from an early age. So they build those good habits early. It's much harder to adopt positive financial habits as time goes on. So if you're getting those good habits at a young age and taking those through the rest of your life, you're going to be much more successful. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous that I've never done something like that, but overall, I'm looking forward to it. I think that the Wolves will quickly realize that this is an area of our community that's underserviced. You know, there are financial literacy programs present, but we don't see any that are specifically curtailed to different communities and economic centers. Hello, Wolves. According to a study by Northwestern Mutual, the average American has worth $38,000 in personal debt. Now, what if I told you that that number initially spawned from one or two bad decisions that they made when they were young? My name is Samuel Ballinger, and I've long been fascinated with money management and personal finance. In turn, I'm here today seeking an investment in my nonprofit startup by the name of GA Advising. GA Advising is an organization that will focus on helping our high schoolers and young adults make the right decisions financially. In turn, that's where we come in to help. GA Advising will offer countless resources to our high schoolers and young adults that all focus on preventing those early mistakes in their financial life cycle. Our youth will soon be able to digest these concepts with ease. My goal with this organization is to have our youth not make the same financial mistakes that their parents or relatives may have made. At the end of the day, if there's more money in their pocket, then there's more money that will be spent stimulating our local economy and the businesses like your own. We want to set the next generation of Americans up for success, and I think this program would do just that. Moving forward, I think that GA Advising would be pivotal in the seminar and workshop community. Financially speaking, I'm looking for $5,000 in exchange for 25% equity in my organization. That number includes entry-level marketing efforts, non-negotiable costs from applications such as the 501(c) status and DR14, collaborations with writers, teachers, and administrators, networking events, and further R&D as needed during the development of our curriculum. We want the user to take what they've learned over a, let's say, 4-year period working with us and apply those same key principles over the next 40 years of their life. Having went through the public school system myself, I can say with complete confidence that the program soon to be offered by GA Advising would make loads of difference in preparing our youth and young adults for the real world. In the words of Mr. ALFIE TOUNJIAN, volatility is inevitable, but taking undue risk is avoidable. Now, Wolves, who wants to help me shape the next generation of Americans for greatness? Greatness awaits at GA Advising. Thank you.
I really like the idea. How do you turn that into money?
Yeah, so this would be a nonprofit, and the money coming in would be through partnerships with different schools, with different corporations. You know, this is something that we're wanting to give back to the community. It's not necessarily in an investment sense where we're looking to make profit and we're looking to go public and all that, you know what I mean? This is something where we're looking to better the next generation of Americans. And through that, if they have more money in their pocket from making better decisions, then they're going to have more money spending and getting cars with you.
Are you going to do this on your own? I mean, you got to go to the schools and teach it? How does it work?
So right now, I mean, it's still in its conceptual stage, but my plan is I want to bring on other people as it would grow. We've got programs like Dave Ramsey who are curtailing to an audience that is 34 and above. But this younger group, they need to be making these good habits and better decisions at that age. Besides the financial literacy classes that are offered at some schools, where it's just a basic curriculum, you know, nothing personalized is available, you know, until now.
So is this a program that you would sell the program itself, or you would go to the school? Would you teach the school and they can run it themselves? Like how would that work?
There's going to be a lot of different programs available. So you know, you can't sit here and say that what would fit best in Detroit, Michigan would fit best in Phoenix, Arizona.
Hey Samuel, question, do you see the opportunity here for this concept to be digital at all?
Sure.
And in the times that we're in right now, is there the opportunity that this service can be provided digitally?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll just give you an example. Over the summer in June, there is a seminar which they're being charged $16,000 to attend virtually per school. That's a lot of money that can be exploited, and that's for one seminar. If we're able to get ourselves into those booths through whatever means that may be, that's something that would help our corporation out, on top of the fact that we would be educating the next generation.
Good answer.
Samuel, who's your competition?
Right now it would be Dave Ramsey, who is in that audience, but in specific, when you're looking at the high school and young adults, this is something that's completely underserviced.
So currently I'm on the board of Junior Achievement, which we've started instituting throughout elementary school. They have a program, 258 graduate. So we're exposing second graders, fifth graders, eighth graders to business at a very early age. I would think that that would be a competition to this, no?
In some ways, yeah, there is an overlap. But like I said, in terms of teaching that hidden curriculum, through finance and creating those proper habits, if we're able to differentiate the education to, to very specific communities, that's going to be something that they're going to be immediately able to connect with.
Can we dive into the education, into the nitty-gritty of it? Are you talking about things like payroll, your salary versus payroll taxes? Are you
yeah, that's very well something that could be taught. For example, taxes, best decisions to make when taking a student loan, looking for scholarships, just preparing you for the real world when you're in that intermediary stage.
I love this. I've often said I wish I would have learned in school about health insurance and payroll taxes, different things like that that you don't learn until you're in the thick of it. I think that this is a tremendous program.
Thank you.
It looks like you were mentored by somebody that has an extremely lot of knowledge in this, and I'm glad ALFIE was on your team. Nonprofit is something that I'm not familiar with at all, but I think we all know where this is heading. I really love the concept, anything to help students and people advance themselves, I'm all for it. That's why we're here as a group. As far as the finances, this is the guy right here.
Definitely.
Well, I enjoyed your presentation, and there is, if you think about going back to high school, I got my first credit card, I believe, when I was 18 years old. In high school, I had got my first credit card. I had cosigner, and I just thought that was the coolest thing. And then all of a sudden, you owe a lot of money because I'll just pay it back. I'll just pay it back, and to teach the kids at a young age not to create debt, because when you have debt, it's not a way to start. So to teach that at a young age, I think is awesome. So I'd like to definitely mentor you and even maybe offer you some type of internship over the summer at our place. I'd like to help you in that way and learn more about this, because this is right now is a concept. Putting it on in video is the thing, not in person, I believe.
I would be interested in some sort of scholarship. I think that this program is very much needed and long overdue. And so I think we can talk about how to...
I would love that.
And I think a lot of us would be interested in that as well, just in the sense that you're a nonprofit. And for us, we're wolves. We talk about profit every single day in our companies. That's what interests us the most, right, is making that profit back. So an investment in exchange for equity might not be the play here, just in the sense that I don't know if I'd ever want to return back on this, for this. So you're offering the right service, you're offering the right knowledge base. I'm interested in helping you out on a scholarship level as well, because I think this is how we all get involved. We're all in this as a nonprofit type of mentality, and I think that's the only way that it's successful.
Definitely. Well, thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Great presentation.
All right.
Thank you. Very good.
Thank you.
Great presentation.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank the Lee County School District for giving us the opportunity today and this great environment they created for this special opportunity for these young students to take advantage of and maybe have a life-changing event. You could tell that you guys worked extremely hard on this project. A couple of you were a little nervous. I was a little nervous walking in here today for the first time, not knowing what to expect exactly. But I can tell you did a fantastic job. If you did not get an offer today, it doesn't mean that whatever you have, your plan or your project isn't a good one. It just means maybe you need to do try a different perspective of explaining it or what it does. But thank you again for giving me the opportunity to be here for you today, and I wish you guys all the best.
I think the judges are more nervous than you guys, but you all did a great job, and it is hard. I remember having to talk in front of the public, and it's not easy. You guys did good. We're looking forward to helping, mentoring, and it was a blessing to be a part of this, because this is just something that's going to get bigger and bigger.
If you only knew what we went through when I went to the bank for the first time to ask for money and I told them I was going to make a living selling shower doors, I basically got laughed out of the office. So if you came in here looking for money and you didn't get any money, don't get discouraged. Believe me, if you have passion and drive and perseverance, you're going to make it no matter what product you're selling. What we saw today was incredible. Kudos to Mr. Shell for driving you to get you organized and get you in a position. I didn't start my business till I was 34 years old. Some of you are juniors, some are seniors. All the best to you. Great job.
I'll echo what Bill said. When I started Fort Myers Brewing, we originally had an investor. We thought we were going to start much larger than we did. And that investor all of a sudden was out just as we were finding our location. And so we had to make a decision of how we were going to move forward and if we were going to move forward. So know that a smaller investment than what you asked for, or not an investment at this time, a message of you need to do a little more homework, it could be a blessing for you, because you get to go back and you get to reevaluate, and you have to show that passion that this is where you want to be. And I have every confidence after hearing all of you that each of you will end up having your own business and being entrepreneurs. You are incredible students. The work that you put in for this is going to set you up for the rest of your life.
Absolutely, and I appreciate the opportunity as well, not only to be here, but appreciate us being in a state that allows us this opportunity to encourage entrepreneurship, encourage the next generation of entrepreneurship. I'm passionate about this process and this project because that's how I got my start as well. Back in 2012, I was in the exact same spot as you guys, got the opportunity to get an investment, took that opportunity and just capitalized on it from there. And that would be my encouragement to you guys as well. Just keep doing things. It seems to be the people that are the most luckiest are the people that are always doing something. So keep doing things, keep trying different things, do these presentations, do the businesses now when you have the opportunity to learn from your mistakes while you're young, while you don't have bills or expenses or things to have to worry about too much right now. Is an opportunity for you to really lean into entrepreneurship and take as many risks as possible. So keep doing what you're doing. Proud of each one of you guys, and thank you for letting us be part of this opportunity.
Thank you.
Good.
Thanks so much for watching South Fort Myers High School's The Wolf Den. We are proud of our powerful students as they transition into the real world and are working on becoming entrepreneurs. This show was made possible by our Jobs for Florida Graduates program, headed by Mr. Kevin Shell. If you are interested in sitting on South's JFG Advisor Board, please contact kevinps@leeschools.net. Also, a special shout out to the TV production students at South Fort Myers who helped make this real-life TV show come together. I'm Andrew McDevitt. Have a powerful Wolfpack day. It's been over a month and a half since the taping of The Wolf Den. Let's check in on our powerful South Fort Myers entrepreneurs to see what they've been able to accomplish with their new Wolf partners and mentors.
We came here in the pouring rain to Divine Digital, and it was a great experience. We talked to Bill, we talked to Jared. They gave a lot of great advice.
Love to see the new version 2.0 of the candle today. The main part that was enhanced upon was the smell of the candle. And I think that's really important in the candle business, is to make sure that the smell's right. And I think after today we've got that.
Walking up to the building, it was like, wow, this is the real deal. Because I've never been, of course, exposed to this level of business. My dad was an entrepreneur, but only small business stuff, not going to an office to get a check.
It really means a lot to me to be able to give back to the community, especially the school system. I'm a big proponent of entrepreneurship and controlling your own destiny. And if we can go back and help students get into that role, hopefully down the road, she's going to pay it forward as well. Florida breeze.
But Anna isn't the only one with updates. Tatiana Joseph, the founder of TNTCleaning, was surprised at school when Jen White from Fort Myers Brewing Company dropped by with something to help her get her business off the ground.
Tatiana, I loved working with you. I think you are an incredibly hard worker, and I think you have a really bright future, and I'm really excited to present you with this $500 scholarship so that you can get your business off the ground. And if you have questions over the summer while you're doing that, feel free to reach out.
Thank you so much. It means a lot to me because now I can finally pursue something that I've always wanted to, and it's a great opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thanks again for watching. We can't wait for season 2 of The Wolf Den.